All right, babies. It's that time again. Oh, yeah. What's going on with my hair? I'm supposed to be in 1 Corinthians, but I screwed up, so we're going to be in Revelation 1. And in Revelation 1, we have the introduction to the vision that John received, supposedly, I'm going to say, from Jesus. He mentions 7 churches that are going to get a message. He also mentions the 7 spirits of God, which I don't understand what that is. If anybody knows, please let me know what you think about that. The other curious thing about this is twice in the beginning of the chapter, John mentions that what he's about to explain is to happen soon. That was 2,000 years ago, John. We still haven't seen Jesus returning on the clouds. But what I personally like about the chapter is it speaks about what we know to be true. And that is that Jesus is currently in his eternal position of authority because of his obedience in his life and ultimately in his gift of himself on Calvary. Oh yeah, baby. That we know. So to have an image of him in that's very, what's the word for it? I'll just use the term I use frequently, life-generating. It's not like a distant hope. It's a present reality. And those of us who've been born of the Spirit know it because we experience him in his authority. Oh yeah, baby. He also says, Jesus is quoted to having said, I am the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. Oh yeah, baby. Tell us more, honey. I love it. I love to hear of Jesus speaking in his ultimate authority. I love it. Oh yeah. It also speaks of him washing us, washing away our sins in his own blood. Oh yeah, baby. You might question a lot in the Gospels and the Bible as far as what occurred what was said, how it was said, did it really happen? You know, what was the purpose of it? Those types of things. But one thing that's incontrovertible from Bible scholars of both liberal and conservative perspectives is that Jesus of Nazareth was crucified. Oh yeah, baby. That is not up for debate. So all the mythicists out there who try to say he didn't even exist, you couldn't expose your lack of scholarly knowledge more than that. So we can rest on that truth. All of history hinges on the crucifixion of Jesus. Oh yeah, baby. And no matter how you look at it, whether you look at it in the traditional sense of him being slain before the foundation of the world, and this was our way of gaining access to the Father, or it's just Jesus showing us how to live by love, and by living by love, you turn the other cheek and you don't retaliate. However you look at it, it's an irrefutable act, and it's powerful, life-changing once you come to grips with it. Oh yeah, baby. What else is in Revelation 1? Can't think of anything. One thing that I have struggled with, though, even though what I'm saying is irrefutable as far as Jesus's death on a cross, one of the things that's been troubling to me is that prior to Israel even becoming a nation, now I don't mean 1947 when all the nonsense started. I mean in the beginning, when they were Canaanites and they were living in the highlands, and they became their own people, and they discovered a relationship with God. Prior to all of that, there was animal sacrifices done by other religions in order to appease the gods, who were seen as angry because of either floods, volcanoes, earthquakes, storms, famine. Animal sacrifices were used to appease the gods. So it always struck me as, why would God use that same methodology to reveal himself when those weren't his religions? And the way I've come to understand that is it's just built in humanity of being in relationship with God, and then a sacrifice is giving. You want to give in a relationship for protection or whatever it is. And God says, all right, I'll give you my own son and we'll finish the deal. That's the only way I was able to have it make sense, even though the practice began outside of Judaism.